Hi, this is Mitch Mitchell. I'm just sharing and a whole bunch of other blogs in case you're wondering. I have a quick one today. This is very interesting. I live in New York State, and last week, or this week, there was legislation that was introduced on something that they're calling the Internet Protection Act. Basically, what it would do is force any website that's based in New York State to require that people tell their real names rather than fake names online. The purpose of this would be to end cyberbullying, to make sure that people aren't, really being the victim of someone who is just trying to hurt someone else by hiding behind a fake name. One of the people who put through this legislation actually went through that. He was running for office in 2010 when someone decided to put some things online under a fake name, saying that he had abused his children and had beaten his wife. And it was all over the place. And of course, he now had to fight that. It's one of those kind of things, so when did you stop beating your wife? It's hard to beat something like that when someone is saying that you did it, and you don't know who they are. And of course, the press picks up on that kind of thing. So this guy, he has a dog in this race, and he's, this is his point. And when I first read the thing, my first reaction was, well, good. I hate those people as well. I hate going to news sites and seeing some of the nastiest stuff that you see people say. I hate going to YouTube. A lot of different videos where you see people who are hiding behind these fake names saying some nasty stuff to people who are being very serious sometimes about certain things. I don't know where this meme culture came from, and I don't like that mean kind of culture. And I know that most of these people are just punks who would say anything in the world as long as they could hide behind something. They wouldn't dare go up to people's faces and say these kinds of things. So my first reaction was good. Let's go after it. Then I thought about it pretty quickly. In the next moment, I said, well, wait a minute. Now let's think about this. So basically, this would mean that I run a blog that's in New York State. And on this blog, if you didn't tell me what your real name was, I'm supposed to basically eliminate your comment. I can't take it. I thought, wow, that's kind of interesting. I hadn't really thought about it in that term. And then I thought about it in some other terms. Say you want to complain against the police, or you want to complain against a government agency or someone that you work with, and you know that these people will be retaliatory, and you need, some way to protect yourself. Well, there are times where anonymity really is an important thing for someone's life and for someone's protection. So that suddenly, starts to change things a little bit when you really start thinking deep down about that. I think that every space needs to censor themselves. I think that online newspapers, online blogs, and whatever really need to check some of the comments that come in and block some of that stuff, because it takes away from the news story, or it takes away from the blog post of what it's all about. Why do I spend a lot of time dealing with my spam? Is because I write on a certain topic, and all of a sudden here comes this garbage that has nothing to do with the post, or someone saying, oh, great post, thank you, and they didn't read it. That stuff just got to go. Yet I go to a lot of blogs and I see that stuff on there, and you go to a lot of other sites and you see that kind of thing, you see the spam, and you see all this other kind of garbage. And people think that, well, as long as there's something there, that's a good thing. No, it's not. It's because of allowing bad behavior that you will get someone who's going to put through legislation like this. Now, will it pass? Probably not. We've got a Democratic governor, and he believes in free speech initiatives, so, regardless of what happens, he's not going to sign it. But it's very important to look at, because other states could possibly put this exact same thing through and get it passed. And then you've got a real big mess on your hands. This is just one of those kind of things where I say that people don't pay attention to what their actions might cause later on. That's just my point. So I'm against this law. I understand its point. I really sympathize with it, but I'm against it. But like I said, bad behavior will sometimes create bad laws. That's all I have to say. Like I said, I'm Mitch from I'mJustSharing.com. Hope to see y'all again soon.